really has been a struggle.
Yep. Here we go, frame 11.
So I would suggest
settle down now, please.
a slightly annoyed Ronnie or Sullivan breaking off there. How he missed the brown, well, I don't know, but Mark Selby missing the black off the spot. Good safety. Yeah, I think when you think about comebacks, you've got to look at the guy who's behind and saying, is he playing well enough to string frames together? As Steve Davis said in the studio, he's no good sharing frames now. He's got to go on a run, hasn't he, and win 3 or 4. And can he do that? Oh, this red's going close. Well, I didn't notice if Ronnie put his hand up there, if maybe he thought there was a chance of the red going in. Did he spot a plant? Because if it had been a lucky shot, he'd have put his hand up and apologised.
Ronnie Sullivan, 1.
Yeah, going back to your point, John, as we see this shot, I know he did come around to have a look at the pack before he played that shot. Well, as you said, John, I didn't see him put his hand up, so maybe it was a plant. But yeah, going back to your point, I mean, we've seen great comebacks in the past, and you were talking about Mark Selby. Can he get a string of frames? Yes, he possibly could, but also he has to rely on Ronnie, and particularly his form to dip, and it's going to be very hard to see that. But you never know. Excellent escape from Mark Selby.
Yeah, it's wonderful. He certainly knows his way around the snooker table.
But you just never know, John, do you, with comebacks, you know, particularly in snooker, you take each frame as they come along. As they once said, every great journey began with a single step.
True, and let's be fair, I mean, if Ronnie pots the brown, it's 9-1. So he gifted that last frame to Mark Selby. Cue ball needs to run on a little bit. Just got past the baulk line, and the brown's covering the path to this red on the right hand side of the table, so it looks safe enough.
Maybe forced into having a go with this long red. Missed quite a few of these in the first session today.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of margin of error as he was trying to force the cue ball back up the table, but in all honesty, he didn't really get that close, did he? It's amazing when you see that super slow-mo how much the balls are bouncing around on the table. This red obviously just passes the yellow. There you see it. And it's right in the middle of the pocket. Great shot.
Yeah, if you can get the cue ball somewhere near this top cushion behind the black spot, a couple of reds to go at. Didn't have the angle there, but the black does pot into the bottom right hand corner pocket, and that will certainly help his cause. There you see it.
Seven.
He wants to try and Move the red away from the black spot. That's a wonderful shot. If the black spot is covered, I'm not quite sure there was enough room behind the green, because the green is not on the spot.
Well, Ronnie would be hoping it doesn't go on the green spot. That's messed
14.
it up. Of course, when Ronnie played the can on the two reds, he was hoping to leave the black spot clear. He'll do well now to make a sizable break.
15.
We know what he's capable of. It'd be interesting to see how he goes about this. The black's completely out of commission. Pink tied up. But you put nothing past him.
Twenty.
Yeah, would have loved to have come down the table just another couple of inches. Pretty straightforward to get back up for the blue. This is going to take good cueing. Well, that's an excellent shot. Wants to slow up there.
31.
Beautifully played.
Well, if he's straight on this red to the left corner, and he is, he'll need some shot here. No, it was always going to be a difficult
26.
table to make any sort of sizable break, even for the great man.
The red over the right centre certainly helped his cause.
6.
Yeah, obviously he was too thin on the blue, but if you could have done, surely you'd like to have tried to play a little cannon on that green and black. Try and bring the black
7.
into play. Maybe he was too thin. But he's got the same problem that Ronnie had when he was at the table. Not many colours to go for.
Yeah, I'm sure when he puts this next red, he'll want a nice angle on the blue, so he can make a little cannon into the reds around the pink. Needs to be high on this blue.
13.
And that's not great. I'm not sure he can make that little cannon now. There's his angle. Well, he forced it down, and that's an excellent result. He used all the power there.
18.
Now striking down, and he's straight on the blue, so he can't get close to his next intended red. So normally you'd expect him to knock this in, but he missed a black off the spot in the last frame. Okay, he had a reprieve, but he needs to cue this well. I think he can just stun across and play a can on another red to leave the pink in the same pocket. But as I say, he'd like to have been closer to this red, then it would have been unmissable.
Played it very well. Unfortunately, when he pots this pink, it will still be tied up. It won't be pottable. Unless he can pot the pink and maybe screw into those two reds that are close to the pink spot. Well, he had the angle, John, didn't he? But he didn't want to take that chance. But he's on the red into
31.
the right centre if he wishes.
That pink has now put him 4 points in front, so these remaining reds will be enough to win the frame.
32.
But he wanted to knock that pink onto the left middle. He may have to play it in the far left corner. Pressure on this. Well played. Solid shot. Solid.
$38.
Well, this is certainly great stuff from Mark Selby.
Yeah,
39.
amazingly enough, this is his highest break of the match. His highest previous was a 37 break that he made in frame 7. And he lost that. But he's on his way to winning this frame now. Gifted the last one.
44.
And of course, if he wins this frame,
45.
he'll take us past the mid-session interval. It is a lot to do now with pride in performance. So red,
51.
colour red. Well, decided to play for the
52.
pink in the corner. He's okay as long as he's not straight. We've just got enough angle here. Play for the red in the same pocket. So this red now to go 32 points in front with 27 remaining. So no heroics, make certain of the red. Well played. Well played indeed, Mark Selby.
Yeah. Excellent. Shown a lot of courage as well. Certainly the crowd are delighted.
65.
28 ahead. 27 remaining.
67.
And of course, the green's not available. Ronnie won't continue now. The frame's over. He may try and play a double here. Don't want the cue ball to go in off. No, it hasn't.
On the frame.
And Ronnie nods a concession. So he gifted Mark Selby the last frame. He didn't gift him that one. That was an excellent break from Mark Selby, 67, highest of the match, just at the right time. And now within 5 frames.